Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Ghost. And here we go again. Just picking up from where we left off last time. Can't believe it, but Huntress approaches you. Of course you like my story, who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all stories are better with the sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Oh my god.
Dipping in hot tubs with the Huntress? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk.
I've already forgotten it. It's been a while since I've streamed this. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to just jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that a half woman, half beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. No way. How cool. That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress faux shyly twists her hair. Tell the truth. What did you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author, such as the comedic mastermind Dostoevsky? It was really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle, and end. Riveted from the start. Plus the woman in the forest, I mean you, are clearly not a true villain. You're just a traumatized child. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Huntress's eyes leer you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. Chuckle awkwardly. You chuckle awkwardly at Huntress's statement of the obvious. Why are you laughing? I can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love. You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperatures drop significantly despite your steamy company. It's a little chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, eh? Wait to intrude on whatever smooth moves were about to unveil themselves, says Claudette. But it's time for bed, says Dwight. Well, that was the idea. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. This game is hard to comment on. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Ghost? Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. I don't know what that means. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's kinda hard to tell. Good night, my little snack. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. You out over the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Huntress's story of the half-human beast that abducted all those innocent children, an attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. Hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types that you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. What instructions? Ready? Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Okay. Now, stop. Let's see what's on this station. I guess I don't know. It's not playing any music or anything. Just turn it off. Never mind any things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side to lay by the fire? Huntress. Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. Yeah, right. Always hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, the special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it, it's easy to ease the passing of my victims. I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. Dark voices from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd.
The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists.
It's just odd.
Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%. Do you hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're doing up there. Or what you're up to.
You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. That's actually horrifying. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the Huntress right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. Okay? I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. Because you got traps everywhere. I get it. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stick lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you? Remember what I said earlier. Or maybe the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone, for real this time, maybe, you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today really went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that I didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Okay. Attractive. Mysterious. I really don't know that many words, since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk, and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. I don't know what that is. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major Buzzkill and Trapper. Oof, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. The Trapper. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control. And right now I'm using all the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Okay. Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them, though. I want to lead them on a little more. It will make it that much better for me when they're screaming. And the Wraith? Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart. So that's probably what'll happen. Such a bummer, the Wraith. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? And the Spirit. I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are choices, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that's used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. Wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Oh my god. Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might want like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Yay. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind this joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. I guess that's supposed to be some sort of meta joke. It's kind of funny, I get it. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the... Never mind, he left. Well, at least you brought me a cup of coffee. No, wait. Don't drink. Yeah, I wasn't going to drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5. A 10 out of 10. 2 thumbs up. Review to not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithm. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So could we please move on?
Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand?
That's actually a good question. It is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment.
I need your recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance.
Fine, go ahead.
Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into.
You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. Whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs and inconsistencies. But that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. I'm sure I'm supposed to overlook bugs, behavior. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment. Not be overly critical of them. Behavior. I'm not going to delete my negative review. Just leave it at that. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Claudette, sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second mornings. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Ghost. Last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Ghost isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. 0 chance. They're still clicking. Even right now to see how you'll respond. Hey, look at that. They don't know anything. Doesn't matter though, Ghost. We're so happy to hear you having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Ghost. Do you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? I mean, it's not like I have the internet. No, I will not sign anything. I will not say anything. No. That was good. That was a good one. No, I will not say anything negative about the island. You have my word that I, Ghost, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Okay, behavior, you got me. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Hey, Ghost. It's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review. Because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance. And with that, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing.
Breakfast.
Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... So much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could do me, or you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Haha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that's bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes the spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Or should I say, did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing. Last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with all of you, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough of time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey. That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not, like, too much fun. That would be weird. But, like, a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or sexy true life experience. Yeah, just when I want to go to a resort, this is what I think of. Shame you didn't eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you dressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these fine killers. But it seems like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yes. I may have to cut the stream. How does that feel? It's Claudette. Intense, says Dwight. Nice, says Claudette. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at that super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Ah, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting, and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here. And I could hear you. Well, you know. You know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We have 5 minutes to ourselves every day and spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? Ha ha. You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. Just laughing. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I know that all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Ghost. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short. A lot. So far, today's been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you.
Ew, I like that. I want to be on a date with me too. Who would make the first move?
And aside from the disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's the trickster. Hey babe. Breakfast is weird, huh? Everyone's just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon. Or after 4. I mean, looking at those abs, I mean, maybe? Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? See? That's what I said. Maybe you can see them later at a private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You've got to give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. Oh, man. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay. Now that the guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back. Take some deep breaths. Take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. Well, you look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the Wraith interjects. I don't usually do this, but I had a dream about you last night, and yeah, I mean, not like a weird dream, but like, I don't know. I wanted to tell you about it. You want to maybe hang out with me today? Why am I so bad at this? No worries if not. I guess Huntress seems pretty great too. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say. Life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. That's funny. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? The Huntress, please. I gotta go with the Huntress. We. You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real... Oh my god. I literally, when I said that, I was like, is thrums a word? And yeah, it is a word, apparently, according to this game. Although that doesn't necessarily make it real. Are these nerves or excitement or terror? This isn't fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying. Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across the thorny brush. One moment. Ugh, water. She halts suddenly, and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You forgot her gaze and realized that you've arrived. A cabin in the woods, obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories. And you've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? I literally just thought that. Haha, no. Of course. Oh. Is it me or did the Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang. But hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but has a certain homey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? It's so much. Are you a hoarder? Why do you need so many watches and umbrellas? Are those someone's reading glasses? They probably missed them. And keys? Goodness, the keys. It's a bit much, isn't it? Huntress lights up. She's excited that you know what all of these random things are called. I want so very badly to know why humans carry around so many peculiar accoutrements. It is a bit much, which means I've got plenty to share. Here, take this. Oh, a key. She gives you one of her precious shiny objects to keep. No one's going to talk about how the Huntress doesn't know what a key is, but does know the word accoutrement. Okay, moving on then. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We can find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster's pretty out there, but everyone else seems to think they're having... Everyone else seems like they're having interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Ghost? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls in your arms. You're not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in, crabs. Oh no, it's an attack. A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices of the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you. They're crabs, so they don't really race. And the huntress, they race at you, and the huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? I don't know what a shashka is. Let's grab it. You quickly reach out and grab a shashka off the wall. Being a highly educated person that you definitely are, you know that a shashka is a run. Shut up. The shashka is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something else like that. Shut up, behavior. Back to back with Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones who you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy not to be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has the ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Maybe one day, with the right person. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Huntress smiles coyly. Good answer. You never know what kind of weirdos are out there. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cold and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, and then went back to the cottage, and Mother would tell me stories, and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me, but since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive. Like thirst traps galore. Oh my god. But, don't you get this feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares. Visions of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate her theory or try to push it off. Totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. It's a bottle. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before you can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. I'm gonna drink some water. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true. Exactly like that voice we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They're here and ready to make you an offer of love that you won't be able to deny. Oh my god. Trapper. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. Also, he's holding his breath under there this whole time, waiting for his cue. That's commitment to a bit if I've ever seen it. Heard you spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get in there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. That's rude. Wow, Trapper's the real deal. And by real, I do mean really. And by deal, I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get it both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Ugh, as if. That life isn't for me, bro. I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks. That's very cool. This guy is a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? He's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of Wall Street, bro. Trust me, it tracks. I will take your word for that, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brainwashed. If he were brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is. No thanks, but no thanks. I'm into a quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. You're running back to the huge arms of Huntress. She hugs you tight. So tight you think you feel the life leave your body for just a moment. But it hurts so good. You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their totally honest opinion. Even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment? That's not what I meant by cleaning up after you. But I'm hiring someone to do that for me for the moment. Do that for me the moment I get home. Ugh. Trapper leaves and you turn to Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the water. It's pretty weird. He's just going to stay there all night. That is weird. Shall we continue our date? Yes. Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the forest has completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not get lost out here. Well, forests do that at night. Can you believe that guy? Classic. Trapper pulling a move like that. I'm so glad he chose me, though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny-masked eye. And scoops you up onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woods woman as she races by the lead from that famous teen vampire drama, and that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. What? That famous teen vampire drama. I guess I just don't know what that is. The only time I recall anyone calling anyone was Spider Monkey was Ricky Bobby. And it didn't have killers in it. "We," says Ghost. Eventually, she gently lowers you to the ground and you take in your surroundings. A wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances about like a deer in a meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they're so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes. Great with hot sauce. Most things are. Hunter hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way do you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A okay, I don't know this word. Mellifluous voice floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrup honey. Come find me. Oh my god. Ready? Okay, I see where she is. Not bad. Not bad. I missed. This gets faster. Just gonna have to do it. Darn it. That was so fun. You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. Yeah. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. That, I wouldn't say that, period. Like what? Sometimes I find young girls in the woods, little perfect angels that need my protection. But if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark, but you feel like Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Water. Claudette says, okay, we swear we are here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub. Okay. Dinner time. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time for us to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. Once again, my jaw's getting tired. My voice is getting tired, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. This game, I wouldn't call it fun because I don't enjoy these types of games. Honestly, I really don't. But if you do, if that's your thing, hey, more power to you. But this isn't really my cup of tea, but it is still pretty hilarious. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's funny. So I am enjoying it. But anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. And I will be back soon. Have a nice day.